Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, Gunther brutally buries a former WWE champion.
A major AEW player has stepped back from the company.
A WWE fan favourite is set for some time off.
And a backstage update on Jade Cargill's WWE status. I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Andy Murray.
And this is the news.
All right, who's Gunther been burying?
Take your
The
pick.
Rock! He hates him. No, he hasn't. So Gunther was on the bump yesterday.
That he was.
Sorry, WWE's The Bump. To give it the full respect that wonderful show deserves. It's a fine show.
I like this show.
Yeah, it's all right. And yeah, he had some harsh words for the Ultimate Warrior. Part of this could be kayfabe, but also it's pretty much true. So fair enough. I'll just tell you what he said. I'll read you the exact quote. Those are the real dark ages. He's a showman. He's not an athlete. He's not a professional wrestler. He's a showman. Ooh. Now, everybody knows why I have to be the one to keep this title for the longest time in history, to wash its reputation clean and set it to a new standard. Of course, Warrior is a former Intercontinental Champion as well, and Gunther is in the midst of one of the greatest reigns the belt has ever seen. Certainly the best reign of the modern era by a bloody landslide. It's fantastic stuff across the board. Now, obviously, Warrior, a key player during one of WWE's most important eras, late 80s, early 90s. And look, the Ultimate Warrior, back in the day, was flipping awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Incredible. A force of nature, a total freak of sorts, and a very important player at the very top of the card. I loved the Ultimate Warrior when I was a kid. However, the Ultimate Warrior couldn't bloody wrestle. No. Now, this was an era where you didn't need to be able to do like 7 different chain holds in a row and then hit the top rope and transition into a flying DDT bomb from hell. Not that Gunther does any of that stuff. He does go to the top rope, but it's a splash.
I reckon he could hit a Canadian Destroyer if he needed to.
If he fancied it, he could. Obviously, different era, different standards, all of that stuff. But even for that era, it was kind of bad. The other thing about the Ultimate Warrior is that it's really fun to take the piss out of him because he was a piece of crap.
Yeah, bad dude.
So while I loved the Ultimate Warrior when I was a kid, I've also lived through, his retirement era where he became a raging homophobe and other forms of bigotry that he frequently indulged in. So whenever someone takes the piss out of this man, I find it very funny, to be quite honest with you. So shout outs to Gunther.
Yeah.
He's pretty much right.
I really like this as well because I just realised as you were talking there, the bump is sort of WWE's version of the One Show, if UK fans can relate.
Who's Sir Adrian Chiles?
Oh, I don't know. But in terms of
camp?
Yeah,
there you go.
In terms of the way they always go like, oh, anyway, there's Ultimate Warrior. What do you reckon, Gunther? And the guests normally just go, God, what a legend. Anyway, I'm here to plug some bollocks. But Gunther's like, no, he's a piece of trash, and I'm way better.
Yeah.
And it's someone who's a little bit too young for the Ultimate Warrior. But I can understand, as Andy said, just look at him running in at WrestleMania late. But but that's not necessarily his fault, is it? That was.
Yeah.
Someone else messed up their timing.
It was flipping awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
But he had a checkered past, let's say.
Yeah, and he has all the WWE no-shows and then the stuff about how he left WWE.
He appeared in the mirror in WCW and we could see him, but then other people... that's not his fault necessarily.
Yeah,
but Gunther's the best, so I will always side with that man.
100%, but hey, look, let us know what you think of the Ultimate Warrior down in the comment section.
Top 3 IC champs in the comments. Where does the Miz rank in there?
That's a much better thing to do.
Yeah.
Is Gunther the best of all time? Put him in your top 3 if he is. Probably at number 1 if he is.
Yeah.
Maybe not number 3. But yeah, do the thing down there below.
Switching from WWE, switching gears now to AEW because a major player has stepped back from the company. Long-serving Chief Legal Officer Mega Perek has taken a step back from her duties with the promotion. Fightful Select coming through the report on this, saying that basically she hasn't been as heavily involved over the past few months. No word on if she's officially changed positions or if there's been a formal adjustment, but Chris Peck has assumed most of her...
The chicken himself.
Assume most of her duties. Whether or not she's going to return to that is unclear, but what apparently she's been focusing on is a stadium deal for the Khan family's NFL franchise, the Jacksonville Jaguars, rather than AEW. That's been the belief since October. So she's basically, because they've got such a... It's like... you could often forget, it's not just wrestling, it's NFL. Oh yeah, and it's soccer.
Yeah.
Fulham, they're obviously involved with as well. So she's presumably just switched over to a different area of the business, although I sense social media will not receive this news in the same way.
Yeah, Mega's been with AEW since 2019. Very important figure. She was, of course, heavily involved in Brawl Out.
Yes.
Where she accompanied the Young Bucks to the locker room of CM Punk in an attempt to keep things professional, and obviously it blew up. She was not involved in the committee after All In this year, when obviously CM Punk was fired or whatever. But she's been a very important figure in AEW since day one, chief legal officer. That's a big role. She has, of course, come in for criticism from the absolute worst people in the wrestling space in recent months. The victim of some ridiculous criticism, despite probably being the most qualified professional in the bloody company.
Yeah, she's not worked in the business, so we automatically hate her. Apparently,
it's completely absurd. The frankly insulting stuff that's been thrown her way from the worst podcaster of all time.
Hey, I didn't say anything
apart from Adam.
Okay.
No, I'm joking aside. Mega's she's a professional, legal, highly qualified, knows more about her lane than 99.99% of the people on the planet know about theirs. I have no idea what she's up to in terms of the Jaguars or whatever, because I don't know anything about NFL, but she's clearly a very important person to AEW, and I'm sure Chris Peck will do a sterling. I like that surname, Peck.
And here's a crazy idea. Maybe if you don't know about what's going on in the legally in terms of the backgrounds of the company, don't just make wild speculation online.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe just wait for qualified journalists like Fightful Select to come through with a legitimate report about it.
Or, of course, the two most credible journalists in the game.
Obviously.
Can't wait for someone to take that
It's going to get clipped.
Yep. Right. Let's move on. I'm Truman Capote. You are... Who else is a big journalist?
I'm Truman from The Truman Show.
Or April from the Turtles.
Which is interesting. Being hot.
That's kind of perfect, because I look a bit like Krang. So it's perfect.
I look a little bit like a turtle.
Several people...
hang on. Wait a second. Got a Michelle. Carry on.
I was going to say...
Maybe I'll come out for the fourth story.
No? I'll talk about Rey Mysterio.
Oh, yeah. Get well soon, right?
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Rey Mysterio, he's going to be out for a little while.
Good. Prick.
Yeah, good.
Screw over Santos. I love the Santos heel turn, by the way.
Who likes Rey Mysterio?
Yeah.
God. He's going to be out for about 6 to 8 weeks. He has undergone knee surgery. He posted a thing to socials yesterday. He's all wrapped up. He's in hospital. He posted a little... caption saying, "I'm coming for you when I come back, Santos Escobar." It led to some people going, is that a work? Because of the angle on SmackDown, obviously. The knee was targeted during that.
Trapped between the stairs and the post.
Brutal. But no, it's legitimate. House of Wrestling have the scoopski, noting that the Rey has actually been working through a torn meniscus.
Jesus. At his age as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't work through a hangnail, let alone a torn meniscus. There goes the eel. He had actually agreed to drop the US title to Logan Paul and then get the surgery as part of all of this. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer has corroborated the legitimacy of the injury. So it looks like Rey's going to go away for a couple of months and he's going to come back and get revenge, which is... obviously, you don't want people to be injured.
No.
But as far as the timing goes, that's going to work out quite well for the story, and best wishes to him in his recovery.
Yeah, get well soon, Ray. Ridiculous that he's working through stuff like that, especially considering how long he's been working in the... But I think, like you say, it works perfectly for... if you listen to the SmackDown preview and review podcast, a storyline that me and Hamlet have been banging on for months now, they've really nicely slow-played this, if you've been paying attention, in terms of Santos slowly getting more and more pissed off with Ray regarding the US title and the LWO, and then him being like, "Hey guys, Carlito's here, screw the rest of you," and then he finally obviously snaps. He he did really put the brass knucks on the side of the ring for Logan Paul. He sort of cost Ray the US title at Crown Jewel. In the interim, like you say, Santos can just be an absolute bastard, which I think he's going to be brilliant at, because in the old thing of the heels justified in their own mind, and then when Ray comes back, nice. How long did you say he was out for? 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks.
It's good timing-wise in terms of the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah,
not that you'd ever wish, like you say, an injury. Get well soon, Ray. Finally, let's talk about Jade Cargill. What's going on with her? Obviously, she has appeared on Fastlane and things like that, and all the TV shows. Loads of speculation as to whether she was going to go to Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. No word on that yet. Mike Johnson of PW Insider reporting on her status ahead of last night's NXT. She wasn't at the Performance Center this Wednesday, and she has been training there obviously recently ahead of her full WWE debut. All 3 TV shows have been speculated. Where would you like to see Jade Cargill, actually?
Main roster.
Yeah.
Raw or SmackDown, take your pick, but main roster. I would not put her in NXT. Like, I get the theory of it, right? She's still like a work in progress as far as wrestling goes, but she can train at the PC while she's on Raw or SmackDown. I would introduce her as the biggest star possible from day one, and the way you do that is not by putting her on your 3rd biggest show. It's by putting her on one of the biggest shows. Yeah,
I was initially convinced that she was going to be a part of Survivor Series, maybe the 5th person on that team. Speculation as to whether it's going to be Becky now, which could be very interesting considering who else is on that babyface team. So maybe we'll see that. Maybe they'll save it till the Rumble, but I agree. Main roster for Jade Cargill without question.
Yeah, I can't wait for Becky and Charlotte teaming up, man. It's going to be sick.
Saw a great tweet, though, that said, like, what they should have a stare down where it's like Becky and Charlotte pair up and they square up to Bayley, and Bayley's like, ha-ha! Wait, isn't that meant to be someone else here? I like that as a little touch.
Fun.
Yeah, and I love the new Damage Control now featuring EO, obviously, just being the best, Kyrie, and now Asuka.
Like
love that.
Tripled in size. It's awesome.
Right, let's move over to your Twitter questions at What Culture WWE. Of course, if you want to get in touch with us. First question today comes from Lenny, who says, greetings from your biggest fan in Finland.
Ooh.
Hi, Lenny. Thanks for the question.
Nice.
I think the devil right now is Kyle O'Reilly and or Roddy Strong, but in the end, Cole reveals himself to the orchestrator behind it all and takes the world title off MGF. What do you reckon to that booking, Andy?
It depends. Are we going to have MJF still holding the belt for another 9 months or so that it's going to take Adam to recover?
When do you think the devil will reveal himself? Full Gear? Or?
Yeah, I think Full Gear or in the build-up to World's End, if not Full Gear. So, like, I think the timescales might make this one a little bit untenable, but it's a pretty decent idea.
Yeah, the idea that they're all the devil.
Yeah, if Cole wasn't so goosed knee-wise, I'd go for it. Looking forward to seeing Kyle back, though, so it's nice to see it kind of factored into a bit of fantasy booking. Also, looking forward to Roddy Strong just dumping this nonsense gimmick and just wrestling again, man. Fucking set that fucking giraffe on fire, man. Jesus Christ.
You get glimpses of it as well. I think we were talking about this on the pod, maybe? Yeah. Where Sid was like, what's this? Why is he doing it now?
Yeah.
MJF doesn't believe he's injured. Cole doesn't believe he's injured.
He's not on Cole hostage anymore.
Any of his opponents never think he's injured. So what's he doing? Why is he doing it?
Oh, but Adam, it's really funny when he comes out of the wheelchair and then he does a move and then he goes back in the wheelchair.
No, it makes me think, oh, wow, what a great move. Oh, he had a great start in AEW with that Chris Jericho match. Why don't we just have him wrestle?
Anyway.
But I like that. Thanks, Lenny. And, have a nice time. Oh, presumably Christmas over in Finland's awesome. The weather's probably way better than here.
Lapland. It's the home of Santa, man. It's there. Let's go.
Lenny,
let's go.
Make up the spare room.
They've got a football team in Finland called Santa Claus FC.
Have they?
Yeah. They're like in the 5th tier or something.
Can we go and watch it?
They're rubbish. Sure.
Yes.
What's the town called? Rovaniemi or something like that? That like all the stuff is based around? I'm not sure. Let us know, please.
Yeah. Thanks, Lenny. Speaking of places we're going to go, by the way.
Who's your favourite Finnish footballer?
Antti Niemi, probably.
Fair enough. He's no Finnish.
Rangs gives us our second question today. Speaking of places we're going to be going, says, "G'day, you bloody legends. Will the What Culture team be heading down under for Elimination Chamber?" Yes, we will, Rangs. We're all going. We'll see you there.
We're definitely not going to be there. We'd love to, but it's too expensive.
Yeah, but hey, you guys want to club together? You, Harold Bishop.
Carl Kennedy.
Yeah. Toadie's got loads of money.
Yeah, Toadfish is loaded, man.
Yeah.
Loadfish,
maybe.
More like, because he's loaded. Jesus.
Name your top 5 Aussie wrestlers of all time. Also, they sent in a picture of the iconic Quokka. We call him that?
Quokka.
You know, the really smiley ones that you always see. Native to Pierce.
Oh my God, that thing is unhinged.
Look at that. Where's the eel? Show the eel. See what he makes
Look
of it.
into the eyes of
What
Satan.
do you reckon?
Oh, you try to bite the phone, little prick.
Top 5 Aussie wrestlers. Iconics, joint at number 1.
Nathan Jones.
Nathan Jones. Emma.
Buddy Murphy.
Buddy
Matthews.
And Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley,
has to go in there.
obviously. Yeah. Outback Jack.
I was going to say the Bushwhackers, and then I remembered I'm getting confused then, aren't I? Might as well put Tony Storm on that list.
They were the sheep herders.
Yeah.
Whoever.
It's one of those things where it's like, it's New Zealand, it's basically the same, but in that sense that obviously Aussies would get very pissed off with that sort of thing.
Like you just put Tony Storm.
Yeah.
Buddy
Bronson Reed?
Yeah, Bronson.
Duke bloody Hudson!
Of course.
Speaking of which, that should have been one of our stories today.
Go.
Why didn't we mention any major title changes on last night's NXT? Just saying. Just saying I'm in a very good mood today. Check out the NXT review later. Maybe our special guest will be in a good mood as well.
Mafia Man one.
Come on!
What a great
Get
show.
in! Final question.
Ow!
From Cody Arms.
Cody Arms. Steve Legs was busy today.
What is up with the most goated news team in wrestling? Thanks very much.
Thanks.
With MJF being in the new Von Erich family biopic. Biopic? Biopic.
I have no idea how to say that word. Biopic.
Are we doing a work trip to go and watch that, please?
I mean, it comes out between Christmas and New Year, I'm pretty
Sign
sure.
me up, baby. I need a break from the family.
Yeah, I'm staying in Aberdeen, mate. I'm sorry.
What do you think of AEW bringing Zac Efron in for cross promotion? Maybe as a tag partner for MJF, or even as the devil. Yes!
Zac Efron is the devil. Well, you know, the original devil was quite slight of build, and Kevin Von Erich was always quite slight of build, so why not bring Big Kevin?
Yes.
All the way from Hawaii. I mean, like, if you want to put Zac Efron on your TV show, I think that's probably a good idea.
Is he up for it? And what's his name? Your chef, man.
Oh, I don't know the actor's name, but yeah, Carm from The Bear. Yeah. Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah.
There you go.
Get them all in, absolutely.
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
They can probably pull off moves. Actually, get the Gooch back in first. Gooch
Gooch.
number 1 priority.
It'd be nice if they got the Von Erichs in.
That's Mickey Gooch, by the way.
Marshall and Ross, I think, are still killing it somewhere. I've not seen them wrestle in a while, but the good tag team. Kevin, of course. Like, why not? Put it on TV, man. It'd be fun. Like a week or something. Have Kevin do the claw on someone.
Oh,
hell yeah. Love
absolutely.
the Von Erichs, man.
Thanks for that, Cody. Right, this has been the news. It's been a weird one today.
Get that freak out of my sight.
and I'm going to leave and the eel's going to stay, though.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Check the video out.
Chomp this up. Yeah.